Welcome to Family Features, a podcast for anyone who wants to experience healthy relationships within their family. This is Dr. Corey Gilbert, and I'm honored to come alongside you to encourage, educate, and equip you as we focus on the different relationships that make us family. Let's get started and focus on today's feature. Did you know that not having a vision for your future and your future life partner, a strategy, and standards are actually probably what's getting in your way of finding the one? This is really important. If you don't have those, you most likely will settle for whatever kind of the person that just happens to stick around. I want better for you. I want you to actually develop that vision, that the idea of standards and even a strategy of what you're going to do and what you're not going to do and who you're going to be and what you'll never compromise on in terms of your future. But it only comes when you get that vision and strategy and standards. This is so critical. I discovered along my own journey that having that changes everything. It changes how I approached relationships. It changes how I acted. It changed my confidence. And it changed, everything when I met my wife about 18 years ago. And now we're having our 17th anniversary this summer. I want that for you. We've been through so much. It's been a wild ride, ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Now, do you want to go through the heartache and failure that you've been going through? Or do you want to be able to grab on to something that works? I've actually been teaching a seminar for actually nearly 18 years. I think it's about when I started teaching it. So prior to meeting my wife, ironically, about looking at why we're doing what we're doing and what's the actual goal. And there's a lot of junk out there teaching you these tricky little things that don't lead to a good foundation in marriage. And what if you could learn key strategies and key ideas in terms of standards, the things you will not settle less for, that could help you find the one? What if you could find your soulmate, to use some of these words we use? I don't necessarily believe in that way, but what if you found that person that's your best friend and you look forward to coming home to every day? You look forward to doing life with. Life is hard. A lot of the counseling and coaching I do with marriages and working with some pretty hard situations that couples find themselves into, they didn't get there overnight. They developed over time. We need, at every stage of our life, these strategies and standards. And they guide us. That vision guides us. It helps us when we're discontented to stay on track. I would love to get on a phone with you or a Zoom call and us talk about how you can develop those strategies, those standards, that vision for your life so that you can find that person. Not win them over, but develop a relationship that life doesn't seem possible really without us. You and that person continuing together. This is what I hope for you, and this can be done. One of the struggles I had was struggling to me writing my love story, and I realized that when I surrendered that to God and actually stopped doing a lot of things I was trying to do, the results were very different. When I met my wife, I met her, and 10 months later we were married. It was a short time, but the things that I did was very different during that time than what I'd been trying before, because they were based off some key strategies and high standards and a vision that changed everything. So I hope that we can get on a call, that we can just fill out the form there and so that we can talk about your strategies, your vision, and your standards so that you can actually find that person and change your future, but not compromise. Bless you. Thank you for tuning in to the Family Features Podcast. It has been an honor to serve. Find out more about Dr. Gilbert and his resources for you and your family's growth and success at healinglives.com. And if you think you could use some support along the way, be sure to book that call at bookdrg.com. And one more thing, if you found this helpful, please share this podcast with others so that we can change the world together.